the biggest things that people say when they come out of our one-on-one coaching program is that they have become so much more productive than they were before they worked with us. Now, this is not going to be a video marketing our coaching program. This is going to be a video where I'm giving you 5 of the top very concrete productivity hacks that our clients use in order to get more done and feel more peaceful and intentional in their lives. Hi, my name is Dr. Karin Nordin. I run a business called Body Brain Alliance, which is dedicated to bringing compassion-first change into the lives of 1 million people. If you're trying to change your life, make sure you hit subscribe and follow along, because every single week on Monday, I drop evidence-based behavior change videos just like this one. Now, normally I wouldn't do a video like this. I really believe that behavior change is individual, and you need to figure out what's going to work for your life, not just try to compile together a bunch of individual tips and tricks that you've heard from various people. However, we've worked with over 150 clients in the last year, and there are some commonalities that seem to work for the majority of our clients. And so I wanted to give you those very concrete tips today. Let's get started with tip number 1, which is to set your schedule, if you can, so that you take a break every 90 minutes at minimum. A lot of our clients are working on time blocking. And one of the things that I see that goes wrong in people's calendars is they set out these blocks of times that are like 2 or 3 or 4 hours long. And then they ask themselves, or they ask me, Karin, why am I struggling with focus? Why am I struggling to stay on task and to study for hours at a time? Because you're asking something completely unrealistic of your brain. Would you expect yourself to hold a barbell over your head for 2 to 3 hours at a time? No, of course not. You know you only have so much energy, and your brain works just like every other part of your body. It gets tired. Research supports the idea that a 90-minute interval is actually ideal. That's the amount of time for most people that our brain can be in a deep focus state. So even if it means just getting up and taking a deep breath and going to the bathroom between the first 90-minute block and the second 90-minute block, make sure you separate your schedule into those intervals so that you are actually giving yourself brain breaks, and that is going to make a huge difference in your own ability to focus and your productivity. Tip number 2 is to start your week with communication time. Let me tell you a story. When I was a PhD student, I was working in a lab and doing a lot of collaborative research with other students. So most of the things that I was working on throughout the week were Google Docs or research briefs, things that I needed other people to actually work on. And I would time block my calendar, and I would get to Wednesday or Thursday when I had, an hour and a half, 90 minutes to specifically look at a particular document and edit it. And I would realize that my coworker, so-and-so, had not actually sent me that document, and so I didn't have anything to review. And that would get me really frustrated, and then my whole day would be off, etc., etc. You know the spiral well, I would imagine. Instead, what I started doing is for 30 minutes at the beginning of the week, typically on Sundays for me, I would sit down and I would look at all of my tasks and I would identify, what do I need from other people in order to get this done? What information do I need? What documents do I need? What questions do I need answered? I would do this in one batch so that it didn't distract me and create a bunch of communication energy leaks throughout the week. Try it out. Give yourself 30 minutes of communication time at the beginning of the week and see if it helps you stay focused and more productive throughout the rest of the week. All right, let's move to concrete tip number 3, which is to create a not doing list. When you sit down to work in the morning, you probably ask yourself, what do I need to do? And you might even make a to-do list. When you do that, I also want you to identify 2 to 3 things you're not working on. Maybe you have identified that you're not starting that report until Friday. You're not scrolling on social media in between calls today. By identifying what you don't want your brain to do, you're gonna heighten your awareness of it. So even if you start leaning towards that behavior, you are more likely to catch yourself. Let's actually try it out right now. In the comments below, I want you to write 3 things that you are not doing in the next few hours. This could be something that you're choosing to strategically procrastinate, or it could be something that is a habit you're trying to break or a behavior you're trying to reduce. I'm sorry if the lighting is getting weird. I might be done after this video. All right, let's talk about tip number 4. And actually, hold on. hold on. I gotta zoom in for this one. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop right now. I want you to go into the settings on your phone and on your computer. And I want you to set it so that you don't have 8 million notifications coming in from every goddamn app on your devices. I know. Karin, I've heard this tip before. Okay, but have you actually done it? I recently talked about this in a Change Academy workshop that we did on how to manage your time. And we had a conversation, me and the audience, about how a lot of us have heard this tip before. We know that notifications are distracting. We know that it reduces our productivity, and yet we don't take action to actually change it. So in the workshop, all of us together at the same time turned off all of our notifications, and that's what I want you to do right here. P.S. If you're trying to improve your life and you're looking for other friends and other people who share the same values as you and are on that journey of self-improvement, make sure you check out my Change Academy membership. We do collaborative events every single month, things like study with me, we do workshops, and we have an entire circle community where you can interact with other people who are a lot like you. Enough about that, back to the notification thing. Studies show that one single notification can create a distracting impact on your brain for 16 minutes. Turn them off, people. Turn them off. Turn them off. Turn them off. Unless they are absolutely necessary for your work or unless your job requires you to be email accessible 24 hours a day, turn them off. Okay, last tip I have for you is to use a concept called body doubling. I use body doubling on days when I am really struggling to focus, when I wake up in a funk and I don't really want to work. Body doubling is pretty simple. You work alongside someone else. This can be in a coffee shop setting where you don't really know the people who are working along with you, or it can be in a virtual setting. Try setting up a study group if you're a student, so you and a couple friends are working together on Zoom every week. If you're looking for other people to work with, also check out my Change Academy membership because we do body doubling events every single month. And so that gives you a place to sit by other people and get work done. Before I go, I want to make sure I recommend that you watch How to Stop Self-Sabotaging. A lot of our productivity issues are actually self-sabotage issues. And so before you go crazy trying to apply these tips and techniques, make sure your productivity issues aren't a result of you working against you. I will see you next week.